down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Back to Kamara for another catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown. There the Eagles are back within a score. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. It's the former Eagle, Malcolm Jenkins. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 7. Winston sliding out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They'll turn to Kamara, and he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll fire deep for Rager. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Eagle, Malcolm Jenkins. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. On first down, Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buxtons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
44-yard line. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch Twitter. Flip, 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 flip.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. Levante David in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 43 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
There's a 2-point conversion.
Winston to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Brady to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And running with power here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 30 on second down. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing now is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Brady to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's what...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Winston escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Brady. Complete. It's Johnson.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Sliding out of the pocket.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Saints take over.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll buy some time. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Brady now on 1st down. He's got Gronkowski yet again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming left is Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings us 2nd and 7.
Kamara try the right side. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown. Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints add on to their lead.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's a give to Fournette.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They fake the handoff. Now Brady on the move to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this